For the last 160 days, I've been investing $20 every single day into one of my favorite dividend ETFs, SCHD. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Hey, $20 a day is a lot of money. You're right, it is, because $20 a day, every market day, that is $100 a week or $400 a month. Now, $400 a month is very expensive. It was expensive when I first started off, but let me ask you this. $20 a day is either two things. It's an income thing or budgeting thing. Either you don't make enough to invest $20 every single day, and therefore you guys probably need to start a side hustle, find a way to make an extra $20 a day, or find a way to get a promotion at your job, or to find a new job or learn a new skill that pays a little bit more. All right, don't be stuck not being able to invest $20 a day. That's the only way to change the situation that you're in right now. If you can't invest $20 a day, I promise you that you guys can do it. I promise you that you guys have a skill, a trade, something that you're very good at, to either teach somebody else how to do something through a tutorial or through coaching or through something to make an extra $20 a day, or you guys are very good at something to start a side hustle to make an extra $20 a day. If you're already making a lot of money and you still can't invest $20 a day, then that is a budgeting problem. That means you're living well above your expenses. Okay, guys, that means that every single paycheck you're living from paycheck to paycheck to where you can't invest another $20 a day because either your car note is too high, the house you live in costs too much, or you got a bunch of other expenses like clothes, going out shopping, alcohol, smoking, something along the line, and your budgeting expenses is too high to where you can't invest $20 every single day. For me, I luckily found a way to start some side hustles, do pretty good at my job, to invest $20 a day. And let me tell you something, guys, investing $20 a day inside of SCHD, this dividend payment has been the largest dividend payment yet I have received from SCHD, because they once again increased their dividend payout. Now let's get straight to the numbers on how much I made from investing inside SCHD. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, because that helps out this channel more than you guys can possibly even imagine. So as you guys can see, SCHD is at $27.89, and they recently had a 3-to-1 stock split. That means for every one share that you own of SCHD, after that stock split, you receive 3 shares of SCHD, but their price was cut in thirds. So it used to be around $77 or something like that, and now it's all the way down to $27.89 because of the stock split. Over the last week, they're down 3.59%. Over the last month, they're down 2.89%. Over the last 3 months, they're down a little bit, 0.58%. So if you guys was like, hey, if they're down, they're down, I'm pretty sure you've been losing money, right? Wrong. Okay, guys, I am up 4.74%. I mean, the last week alone, if I would make this video last week, I would be up 6 something percent, almost 7%. But right now, I'm up 4.74%, and that is the power of dollar cost averaging. As you guys can see right there, my SCH daily buys at $20. I did do a lump sum buy at the beginning of SCHD, invested maybe like $2,000, a little bit more than that, and then the $20 a day after that is what added up. I'm at 225 shares. My market value is at $6,289, and my average cost is $26.63. If we was to click on this, my average price since I've been $20 a day investing, I started on July 10th, 2024. At a price of $77.53. That was before the stock split, so just divide that by 3. My average price since I've been buying the highs and been buying the lows and just been chilling, I haven't been able to, I don't have to check the market every single day when you're dollar cost averaging. You just go in, you buy it every single day, and you just let the price average out, whether you buying the highs or you buying the lows. I'm going to show you something in this video, so don't run away from that. So my average price is at $27.49. The current price is at $27.85. Throughout the entire next year, I would have invested $5,140 over the course of a year. That's how many trading days they're in, to where I'll have to invest a little bit over $5,000 in a year. So if we come over here, let's look at my dividend payment. Let's scroll all the way down and click on my history, all types. Let's hit dividends. My first dividend payment was $45.39, and the one I just recently got paid out was $58.15. So on my first one, I had a total of 60 shares. Well, that was before the stock split, so 6, 12, 18, so 180 shares. I had 180 shares. 3 months ago when I first started to invest inside of SCHD. I had 180 shares and I made $45.39. Then we'll come over to my most recent one. I got paid out for 219 shares. So you guys already seen, I already have more than 219 shares. So my next dividend payment is going to be even more. I got paid out 26 cents per share that I own for a total of $58.15. And then you guys can see that I reinvested it. That is called the compound interest effect. You guys see that I picked up 2 free shares. I picked up 2 free shares of SCHD without having to do nothing at all. They paid me to buy more shares of them for free, just using their dividends. And that is the power of dividend investing, because once the snowball effect start kicking in, once the company is able to pay me in dividends enough to buy 1 share of dividends from as long as as long as I continue to receive these dividends, I'm going to be getting free shares of SCHD and get a higher dividend payment the next time they pay out. It's like the snowball effect. You roll a little snowball down the hill. At the top of the hill, it's a little bit snowball, but by the time we get to the bottom of the mountain, it's going to be a big old boulder, big old snowball. Frosty Snowman better watch out. You know what I'm saying? So the longer I do this, the bigger the snowball is going to be. If you're going to push a little snowball off the hill when you're 60 years old, you only got so far to roll. But if you're pushing a snowball off a mountain when you're 18, 19, 20, 25 years old, it could roll for quite some time, and that snowball will just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I can show you guys that in this video. All right, so here we are on SCHD. You guys can see over the last year, they're up 10% alone. Over the last 5 years, they're up 44%. Over the last 10 years, they're up 106%. So a little bit over 10% every single year. And we want to take a look at their holdings. This is what we're looking at. I told you guys they have 103 different companies inside of their portfolio, and they're pretty diverse if we're looking at their sector, right? Energy, 12%, industrials, almost 12%. Consumer defensive 13%, healthcare 14%, financials 20%. What's the technology? Technology 10%. So they're not going to grow the fastest, but they've been growing their dividends at a pretty fast rate. If we take a look at their 5-year growth rate, they're up 11.59%, almost 12%. They've been growing their dividends every single year for the last 13 years. They have a dividend yield of 3.57%, and they pay out every single quarter. But back to their holdings. If we're looking at their holdings, these are their top 10 holdings of their 103 different companies. The first one is BlackRock, Cisco, Home Depot. They got Chevron, Verizon, Texas Instrument, Altria Group, United States Parcel Service, Pfizer. These top 10 holds 40%. This is 40% of SCHD holdings. So even though, I'm not the biggest fan of Altria Group, I said it before, Altria Group invests inside cigarettes and stuff like that. Recently, they've been going smokeless, but SCHD has them inside of their portfolio, and they also have an awesome dividend yield. Let's take a look at their dividend yield so I can show you guys. I don't personally own them, but they're inside of every ETF out there, so you can't hide from it. But they have a 7.4% dividend yield, and that's how they're able to grow. That's how SCHD is able to grow their dividends every single year, because they have a lot of high dividend companies inside of their portfolio. So if you guys could go through, take a look at their top 10 holdings. If this is something that you like, then SCHD might be a company that you need to start ETF that you need to start investing into to help set yourself up to retire a little bit earlier and to live off of your dividends. But let's take a quick look to see how far I am from making $5,000, so I don't have to invest at all my $20 at all anymore. I'm just going to use the dividends from SCHD, reinvest that back inside of SCHD, so I don't have to invest my $20 every single day at all. And then we're going to see how much money I can make 30, 35 years down the line. Okay, here we are on Dividend Calculator. Let's type in SCHD. There we go. I have 200, let's just say 220-ish shares, 27 shares I had, something like that. They have a dividend yield 3.57%. So we'll type in 3.57. They've been growing their dividends by 12% every single year. The price has been going up around 10% every single year, and I will invest for the next 30 years. And my annual contribution was $5,100, and hit calculate. And there we go. My ending balance would be $2.3 $2 million 30 years down the line, and I'll be bringing in $140,000 every single year in dividends. Let's take a quick look. By year 10, I'll be bringing in $4,000 a year, so I'm almost there. So it would take me 11 years until I don't have to invest those $20 every single day inside of SCHD. But let's look at the exponential growth from the compound effect. From year 10 was only $4,000. By the time we get to year 20, it's at $23,000 every single year. By the year we get to 25, that's $52,000 every single year. And then it just grows exponentially from there. It goes from 52 to 61, from 61 to 72, 72 to 84, 84 to 99, and then from 99 to 116. And at the end of the 30 years, I'll be bringing in $140,000. Let's just say I want to do it for 5 more years, reinvest for 5 more years. Hit calculate. I'll be bringing in $130,000, $120,000 every single year from dividends, just from reinvesting just from reinvesting for 5 more years, from 30, 116, 137, 161, 190, 224, and 264. And this is something that I could pass down to my kids as generational wealth. Now, if you guys do want to learn more about dividend investing, I'm going to leave my Mastering Dividends ebook down in the description, down in the pinned comment section. Over there, I talk about everything that you need to know about dividends. If I was to talk about it in the video, this video will be an hour long, but the ebook is completely free for you guys. You could click it, download it, and take your time reading it. Please take your time, read it twice, take notes, read it a third time, and do all of that. If you guys do want to join my Patreon, that link is going to be down in the description. Inside my Patreon, I post every single time I buy and sell a stock. I also post my option trades, and I have 3 pro day traders in there that post their option trades every single day. So if you want to be a part of a community of traders that want to be financially free just like you, go ahead and join the Patreon. That link is going to be down in the pinned comment section. Let me know down in the comments, are you a SCHD investor? Do you invest inside SCHD? Did you start before the 3-to-1 stock split? Did you start after the 3-to-1 stock split? Are you happy with your returns so far? Did you buy the top? Did you buy the bottom? My strategy is the dollar cost averaging. I'm going to buy the lows. I'm also going to be buying the highs because let me show you guys real quick, because if we come over to SCHD right here, right? This is SCHD over the last year. It's just been going up, and up. So if you're dollar cost averaging, you buying the lows and you're also buying the highs. But when it pulls back, you buying the lows again. So at one point I was buying the very, very highs. And then once it started to pull back right here, now I'm buying the lows. So it's going to average out to around this yellow line right here. This is the 200 EMA. So it's going to average out right there. As long as I'm above this yellow line, I should be fine. I should be doing good. So right now I'm buying the lows after I was just buying the highs. So I've been overpaying for stocks, and now I'm underpaying for stocks, and it's just going to average out over time, guys. But so that is my strategy. I'm a dollar cost average investor. Let me know what your strategy is down in the comment section. But yeah, guys, don't forget to pick up your free stocks with Moo. That just from downloading and using that platform, they're giving you up to 15 free stocks from using that platform. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you. Let me know your strategy down in the comment section. Don't forget to join the Patreon and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe button, because that helps me out more than you guys could possibly even imagine. But other than that, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.